Good afternoon. My name is Ezekiel Nathan. Welcome to Nexus Podcast again. I'm here with David and Patricia. If you have been on Nexus Podcast, you know that I've been with David before. Yes, yes. And we're going to be talking about church politics, not like politics, but church politics and leadership, and how they were able to handle their leadership with school. They were in schools and they were also leadership. Over to you, Sir David. You tell us your name and the position you handled.
Okay. Okay. Good day. Hello, everyone. My name is David Udwebelu, and I was the regional teams president from year 2023 to 2025.
Wow. Thank you. And Patricia.
My name is Patricia Edet, and I was a sisters coordinator from year 2023 to 2025.
Thank you very much. So without wasting much of your time, so I want to ask how did you guys get nominated for this position? How were you selected? How did they select? Like, how is the selection like process?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. So, in Redeem, there is a program we usually have to select new executives, NYLR, National Young Leaders Retreat. So, during the program, I was not supposed to be there because I just came to Redeem like 5 months ago. So, as God may have it, I attended mistakenly through the protocol department, and when I came there, I went time for nomination. Somebody from my parish just asked me for my name and my age, and that was the last thing I remembered until until I saw myself attending an interview and they asked me some questions, and I just answered honestly, to be sincere, and that was all. They called the positions the next day, which was on Saturday, and I heard my name as the president. I was surprised, shocked, scared, but the Lord is good.
Okay. So now, if you did not attend, if you did not attend the program, so you wouldn't have been selected. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now, apart from attending the program, apart from attending the program, is there any other like procedure before the selection? Like, do anything outside before?
Okay, so it's unique to every tenor, it's unique to every set. So before I got elected, the previous set did not do anything. They just, let me use the word, surprise. So they came that day for NYLR as usual, and the coordinators, our teachers, did the whole process single-handed. They just asked them to bring teenagers that they feel have served in their various parishes and provinces. So they asked them to bring them randomly, and then they did the interview by themselves. But when I was handing over, we were asked to submit names also and assign positions, which some were later rearranged, but to an extent we had a part to play in the selection, so it's unique to each set. Yes.
Thank you. David has almost like answered almost all the questions I would have asked. So, Patricia, now being a sister coordinator and also being in school, how were you able to manage both the two positions? Like, how were you able to balance school and also balance a regional, not even a provincial position, a regional position for that matter? I mean,
Thank you very much, Nathan, for that question. Honestly, when I was chosen, I was like, me that is still in school, how do I do this? But I just went to God. I asked him for directions. I asked him to help me, and I chose few persons to work with me. Right, I chose few capable hands, and I love those girls. They did well. So I was able to handle school alongside the position, handling the regional position, because of the assistance I got from my fellow admins.
okay, I won't want to make it long. So, over to this question is for both of you. Now, Patricia has answered school, and I believe it might be the same thing.
Yeah.
You had your vice president who was also helping, but now I heard that you guys always. I don't know if it's compulsory, but I think it's compulsory for all regional twins schools to always go for the national programs. And then when you guys go, you guys still get nominated as national directors for some departments. So the question is, how are you able to handle school go for those programs? Like, how do you take permission to, like, the kind of job I'm currently doing, I will not be able to do that. I won't even this convention, I was not able to properly function. But so how do you guys manage school, manage that, and still another national position above?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. So first of all, I will say that it's God that actually gives us the grace to do a lot of things, because by our own strength and power, we cannot do anything. So when I was appointed as the regional teams president, it was challenging because I was trying to merge both school and regional office, and then I was now appointed in the national. That was even the highlight of it. I was let me use the word flabbergastedly scared. So when it comes to national programs, I did not. What I did was I made sure that I put my school first, because school comes. Yes, God is a priority, but when it comes to school, you cannot miss your exam and go for a program. Even the leaders in camp, they tell you. I can remember one of the conventions I did not attend because our exams fell during that week, and I could not miss my exams for conversion. If not, I'll not be here talking to you. Maybe other be repeating unical. Yeah, so that's what happened. So I made sure that I prioritize my education. But then if I have chance and the programs fall when I'm on holidays, I will attend. And this one thing I also have to say, that everything takes sacrifice. Even attending those programs takes a lot of sacrifice. You have to intentionally want to attend, because you see how some things you're doing in Calabar or wherever you are, but you have to just say, okay, let me just attend. I have to attend to gain more knowledge, and then you sacrifice and then you attend. Thank you.
Okay. For me, I was not nominated in the national, so it was quite easy for me. And just like you said, I'm in Unical too. The year we were supposed to go, he fell during an exam period, so we could not go. It was painful though, but we could not go because of school, and of course that's our priority before any other thing.
Okay, okay. I'll just round it up. So, I know that like you guys have said, not that God is not the priority, but school is also a priority. I know someone who is doing medicine and surgery, but he's also an ESCO in school, in the church school. So, I want you to like give him an advice. Give the person an advice, an advice before we just use it to round it up. Like, how should he balance both? Not that the is much, but as a medicine and surgery student, school, medicine and surgery is long and it's more complicated. So how can you balance both school and then the position, so that it will not feel too much and you collapse? So this all.
Okay, thank you so much. So during my tenure, my vice president was a medical student. She's still a medical student. She's a unical also. So I can remember some days whereby even some of my ESCOs like Golden, they were all medical students. So I know how stressful it was for them. Unlike some other courses that okay, you can just read some things. Medical school is more demanding. So one advice I will give to every medical student out there that's still in their various churches is that prioritize your school, prioritize your academics. Because if you're a failure in school, nobody will take you serious in the church, honestly. Because one of the ways or one of the proof that you actually serve God is that it reflects in your academics. It reflects your academics. So as a medical student, you prioritize your education. Don't allow programs to make you skip classes. Then if you're free, if you have some chance, you attend your programs. But then another thing I want to say is that as a medical student and a leader in your church, you have to do extra. You cannot just be like a normal medical student, because you have more responsibilities. So you have to do extra than a usual medical student. Let's meet, for instance, someone studying nursing and is a leader. You cannot just behave like a normal nursing student, because you have other responsibilities. So you have to do extra, put in more effort. Wherever your fellow medical students are sleeping, you will not be sleeping, because you know that you have a bigger responsibility. So that's my advice to every medical student out there that are leaders.
Okay. Thank you very much. Once again, welcome. This is Nexus Podcast. Thanks to David and Patricia. And don't forget to always comment, share, and repost, and always drop feedbacks. Thank you, David. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you.